Hello everybody. Sean, should I put this light on?
Sure.
Today is Sunday, April, I'm looking at the calendar, 19th. Beautiful day out. I went out this morning with my binoculars and I went out looking for birds. Did a little bird watching. I want to show you what I saw. I saw some bluebirds. Bluebirds, it's a beautiful bird. I haven't seen a bluebird in a couple of years, so that was terrific. Sean, show the picture of that bird right there. That's a rose. This is a rose-breasted grosbeak. I saw one out in the tree in my yard once, and the whole time I've been living here, which is 20 years. Show that Baltimore Oriole. Baltimore Oriole, beautiful bird. I see them frequently around here. And by the way, those framed pictures, see these pictures on the back of this calendar? I just save these wildlife calendars and I cut the pictures out. Red-winged blackbird, I saw one of them today, and I get these frames and I cut birds or whatever. Some do it with wolves or butterflies and make nice little pictures, and I put them up on my wall. Today, as I said, I saw a bluebird. Let's see. I saw a yellow warbler. I saw a goldfinch. Got some bookmarks here. This here is a hooded warbler. Beautiful bird. I didn't see a hooded warbler today, but this is a nice time for bird watching because warblers are migrating back from the south. And they come through this area, and they're around for about a month. And they're very colorful. This, let's see, what do we got over here? Oh, a scarlet tanager. I've seen one scarlet tanager on my property. It's a beautiful bird. I've seen them in Florida quite a bit, though. And over here, what do we have? I saw this today, the red-bellied woodpecker, beautiful bird. The pileated woodpecker, also known as woody woodpecker. That's a nice bird. I've seen one of them on my property a couple of years ago. Hooded merganser, common bird you'll see in water around here. Wood duck, right there. I saw a wood duck twice this week at that little body of water near Enterprise Bank in North Billerica, just a little bit beyond my school. So I like to go out, I use these binoculars, and I enjoy bird watching because it gets me out in nature and it engages my senses. I have to look for movement in the trees. These birds are small. You can't see all the colors on them unless you get the binocs on them. So I listen, I'm using my sense of hearing, my eyesight looking for movement, and then I locate them with the binocs. It's very nice. It's almost like hunting without the kill. Bird watching is a hobby of mine, and I was out today. It was nice. It's a nice day. It's a stressful time. In stressful times, I think it's important that we reconnect with the simple things in life that give us satisfaction and joy. Because it's during stressful times that we can be pulled away from those things. But I learned a long time ago, I figured out, if I can't be satisfied and happy with simple things, like getting creative and cooking and eating a tasty meal, or giving myself a nice workout, or going out and taking a walk in nature and looking for birds. If I can't find satisfaction in those simple things, I don't think I'll ever have peace of mind. So it's important for me. I reconnect. Sometimes I have to reconnect and remind myself, especially when I'm feeling stressed, like I know a lot of people are now. These binocs that I use, by the way, they're Eagle Optics. They're 8.5 by 32 is the magnification. If you're interested in getting a pair of binoculars, I would suggest 8.5 by 32. If your budget's tight, you could probably drop drop down to 6.5 by 32. That number is the magnification, how powerful they are. Eagle Optics, good brand. This is the Raven. I think it's discontinued. I have binocs. I keep them in 2 locations in my house. I keep one in my car, so if I see something, I can get a look at it. Poro prism. Binoculars have 2 types of prisms. Poro, P-O-R-R-O, or roof prism. A poro prism, when you move this thing here, it's the design of the prism. They say the poro prisms, they give you a better view, a better contrast. The way they manage they bring the light in there, and it's so forth. It's better than the roof prism. So let me show you this. Come on over here. Okay, guys, check this out. Okay, I got a chair like this. I bought a bunch of these a few years ago. I don't know what you call them, but they're around. I go back like this. Go back like this. Sean, look at those trees up there. Okay, look at this. Put that. Look at it. I can go like this, nice and relaxed, and just sit out here, get a little sun, and see what's going on up in the trees. These chairs with a pair of binocs looking up at the trees. Because if you're an avid bird watcher, you get bird neck sometimes. It's cramps in your neck because you're always going like this. So that's the bird watching that I wanted to tell you about. Come on in, Sean. Go ahead. Okay, one more thing I wanted to mention today. Bird watching. Yeah, bird watching's awesome. Get connected and stay connected to the simple things in life that bring you joy and happiness and peace of mind. And don't let stress pull you away from those things. Next subject today, chocolate. I was talking about chocolate the other day. One thing about living a healthy lifestyle, I think, is you need to figure out a way to satisfy your cravings in a healthy way. Chocolate has been a way for me to satisfy my sweet tooth, but I always keep it at least 70% or higher. Chocolate you see in, most chocolate that you see in stores, like Hershey bars and stuff like that, they don't even label the percentage. My guess is that it's probably something around 20-25%, but I don't know. Good chocolate, the percentage of chocolate should be labeled. This is 75%. My stuff is all 70, between 70 and 100. This is 85. And remember, good chocolate has only, check this out. I read the ingredients of this. Organic cacao, the cacao bean, cane sugar, and cocoa butter. When you take the cacao bean and you crush it, the first liquid that you get, the first substance that you get after the pressing is chocolate liqueur. Then you take the chocolate liqueur is taken, put into a different machine, and then it's processed further, and then you get cocoa butter and cocoa powder. So good chocolate should only have cocoa butter, cocoa powder, chocolate liqueur, cacao bean, sugar, and some chocolates add vanilla bean, and some put soy lecithin in as an emulsifier. This chocolate here, Madagascar. Madagascar is known for tasty cacao beans. Ingredients: cocoa beans, cane sugar, cocoa butter, sunflower lecithin as an emulsifier. That's it. This one here, same thing. Any decent chocolate, you're only going to see that ingredient. I stay away from the word vanilla flavoring. Vanilla flavoring, you can do your own research. It's not something from vanilla beans. It's something that they take from a beaver. The animal, the beaver, there's a gland in there, and I don't know if it tastes like vanilla beans or what, but it's usually, if something says vanilla flavoring, it's not vanilla beans, it's that stuff. So that's that with the chocolate. I gotta say this. I didn't give you the whole picture on the chocolate thing because last summer information came out that there's cadmium, unhealthy levels of cadmium that's been showing up in chocolate. Cadmium is a mineral that's in the ground, and they say it's more abundant in Latin America, and a lot of chocolate, it comes from South America. But it's also present in Africa and other places where chocolate comes from. And apparently, according to this report, they were sampling a lot of chocolate brands, and unhealthy levels of cadmium was coming up. So I tried to research it, but cadmium is not required to be labeled on chocolate. So the first thing I do with chocolate, I stay away from the big three bad boys: Hershey's, Mars, and Nestle's, because they exploit kids in Africa. The child slave labor thing has been going on for 20 years, and they were supposed to clean that up, and apparently they still have not. So I stay away from junk chocolate, and I stay away from those brands. But even with these brands, they're not required to label cadmium. But California, in the state of California, you have to put cadmium. And I don't know if it's just any cadmium or if it only exceeds a certain limit. This is California only. So I sent out the brands that I use. I sent emails, and I tried to call, and I wanted to find out, are you guys checking your chocolate for cadmium? It's unhealthy. It's bad for your bones. It's bad for your kidneys. I think it's bad for your heart. It's bad for the system. It's considered a carcinogen. And I eat a decent amount of chocolate. So I didn't get any response from any of the companies I reached out to. Hey guys, you checking for cadmium? Again, lawfully they don't have to put it on the chocolate. So I called, and I know that in California they have to label it, so I called, just did a search for Whole Foods, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and I called a few Whole Foods, and I got the employee to walk over to the chocolate area, and I started naming off the brands that I use. And I said, do you have this brand, do you have that brand? And they only had a couple of them. And I asked, is there any cadmium labeled in the ingredients or anywhere on the packaging? Because I know in California, lawfully they need to put it on. And it was not. But I only was able to, they only had 2 of the brands that I use, so I still have not done any further research on the cadmium thing, so I just wanted to make sure that everybody had the full picture on that. Chocolate, good combination with chocolate is any kind of nuts, almonds, cashews, goes good with figs, goes good with many different types of fruit. But the best way to eat chocolate, this thing about going into a restaurant and eating a full meal and then getting a dessert with a big ice cream sundae or something like this, I think is crazy. If you feel like eating something sweet, like a big portion of something sweet, don't eat it after you eat it healthy. Just eat that as your meal. That's your meal, and then go work it off. That's how I think it should be done. If you're gonna eat a big pile of junk like that, best way to eat chocolate, go about 20 hours or 40 hours or 60 hours, do a fast, and then come off of a fast and eat a little piece of chocolate. That's when that's when your taste buds are in tip-top shape. Why would you want to go on a fast like that? I do it frequently because I want to put my body in a state of autophagy, which is cleanup mode, and it cleans up any bad cells or things that are going on in my body. State of autophagy, you can do your own research. Some say that fasting, my primary care physician read me the riot act. She said, knock it off, because I was fasting 48 or 72 hours. A 72-hour fast is like eating something today at, say I ate something at 1 o'clock today, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday eating again at 1 o'clock would be 72 hours. And some say that's not healthy because it can throw your electrolytes off. But I can tell you, after a 48-hour fast, I called my primary care and I said, I want you to check my electrolytes because I want to see if they're out of whack. And at the 48-hour point, sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, those are the 4 electrolytes. They were no different than when I have that stuff checked at an annual physical. So I don't think your electrolytes go down. Plus, I work out when I fast. So anyway, I just throwing that at you guys. In my opinion, the best time to enjoy the nice flavor of chocolate is after you haven't eaten for a decent length of time. Doesn't have to be 40 hours. It can be 20 hours. Anyways, the way to enjoy the taste of anything really is when you're hungry. That's another nice system to follow. Eat when you're hungry. In the morning, do you wake up and do you just put food into your system? For me, I like to get moving, and I like to earn my food. Get out and get some working out in, whether it's martial arts or running or biking or swimming or whatever. Anyways, it's nice seeing everybody, and I hope to see everybody back at my school sooner than later. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you soon.